All right, I'm getting real tired. If anybody has tripod recommendations, can you let me know? Because I was halfway through my video. The thing falls over, phone falls over, because you're kind of sitting on this wooden horse. How do I explain it? Thing that you cut wood on, and then you're propped up by a little paint can right now. And it fell down. I was like, gosh dang it. Then I realized there wasn't ever recording. So if somebody has a tripod idea, link it down in the comments, please, because I need it, okay? Now my mouth's all dry. You guys think I should like color in the preview as well? I don't know, it's a lot of work. No, too much work. All right. Welcome everyone, welcome. Welcome to week 2. We're already here. It wasn't too long ago, that was week 2 of season 1, 2023-2024 season. Now we're on the 2024-2025 season, okay? And big things are afoot, ladies and gentlemen. Big things. I'm making sure this is recording. Jeez. That freaked me out. Yeah, you're recording. All right, big things. Big things, big things, big things. Because we got some dudes, all right? We got some coaches that learned from their mistakes last year and said, we're going to do things a little differently, okay? We got some dogs on the field. We got some dogs to watch. We got some bench dogs. We got a whole bunch of it, all right? So let's get into it. We're going to go into recaps. We got Big Kick Brandon versus Smooth Like Butter. Smooth Like Butter, you play just like your name, all right? That doesn't make sense because Smooth Like Butter is smooth. I'm saying how Smooth Like Butter was a bad name. You had a bad game, pal. Big Kick Brandon with a quiet 29 points from his quarterback in the flex, Jaden McDaniels, 29 points. That puts him over. I was a little nervous for him going through it, but, I mean, he had a solid start. I think all his players did their job. I got sources that the players are kind of respecting the coach a little bit, saying, hey, our coach is kind of cool. And they're like, coach got that cool vibe, but he's kind of keeping it cool. He's not getting too high, not getting too low. It's a long season, and he understands that. Jay McDaniels with 29 points. Smooth Like Butter took the loss, and he's also 0-2. You want to know why? Because the league median was 143 points. Smooth Like Butter had 142 points. That's tough. That's tough, but that's an L. That's fantasy. 0-2 for Smooth Like Butter. Sorry about it. Maybe if you had a better name, you would have gone 1-1. Next, we got Balrog Blitz versus the Pittsburgh Feelers. Pittsburgh Feelers, you let me down. I called her up personally after the game, and I let her know that we can't have that we can't have that, all right? You got dudes on that team, and that's how you prepare them, okay? You barely scored 100 points. You were almost only in the double digits of points. Problem was, she had 2 quarterbacks, Caleb Williams and Brock Purdy, scoring. I think Brock Purdy had 10 and Caleb Williams had 7. That's trash. That's trash. Balrog Blitz, here's the problem, dude. It's not like Balrog Blitz said, hey, I'm that guy. It's time for us to show why we're going to be contenders this year. No, I think he just did enough. A-Chain did have 26 points. But did you see who got injured? A-Chain. Did the commish say something about this guy being a little scary? Being a little scary boy when it comes to injuries? Watch for that guy, okay? He always whines about something. One day, probably getting breakfast at a cafe, he's like, oh, I've been sipping my coffee and now my wrist hurts. That's this dude. This dude, watch out for A-Chain. But he did enough. A-Chain had 26. James Conner had 20 points on the Cardinals. He did just enough to squeak by with 106 points. He is 1-1 with that win. Welcome to the league of median, everybody. Pittsburgh Feelers got to figure that out. They got to wake up. Here's the thing, dude. Here's the thing. I know from personal experiences, I know how this GM likes to do things. She kind of gets a big head when people kind of start complimenting her. She started hearing all the things about her team, how she drafted well, this and this and this. What happens? Head gets huge. Losses are going to pile up if that head keeps getting bigger. So hopefully that head deflates a little bit, all right? Because let me tell you, Pittsburgh Feelers, big letdown. Big letdown. You know what I'm talking about. That's what she did. Next we got Bijan Mustard versus the Lads. Let me tell you something. Bijan Mustard could be champ. He's not champ. I'm just going to spoil that for you. He's not champ this week. He's close. He had 176 points. Bijan Mustard. Can we talk about the turnaround of this guy? Who auto-drafted last year? That guy. Who didn't? That guy. Who had 176 points that said, hey, we're going to learn. That guy was in the lab. I don't know why I got to keep dropping marker. I'm trying to make a statement that guy is here to play. 176 points? Come on, dude. Josh Allen had 31 points. Cooper Kupp had 32 points. Puka Nakua's out. I forgot which one of you has Puka Nakua, but I bet you are freaking crying in a corner right now because guess what? That guy's gone. I bet you spent a little bit of money for that guy. Cooper Kupp, if he's Cooper Kupp of old, you better watch out. 32 points. Baker Mayfield also had 30 points. Allen Kupp Mayfield, 30s. You're not beating that, dude. If Mayfield's playing like that, you're not beating that. You better watch out. I'm sorry you're not champ yet, okay? You're going to be champ soon if you keep that up. Fairburn also had 70 points on that team. And here's the thing. The Lads didn't have a bad game other than one dude who I despise greatly. And he knows this. Dak Prescott knows that I as the commish, do not like him. But the Dallas Cowboys, for some reason, like him. Jerry Jones, for some reason, likes him. I don't know why. I don't know if he's got a hog on him that Jerry Jones likes to look at. I don't know if I should put this on YouTube because I said that, but Dak Prescott had 11 points. That's not something that dudes with big hogs do. Diggs and Hill had 26 points and 22 points. Gibbs and Jones had 18 and 19. Like, that's a good showing from the Lads, but Dak Prescott said, hey, just say something. This was Bijan. This was Bijan. This is Widow Dak. Okay? That makes sense. That's what he did. The Lads, okay, I'm just saying, coach has got to get in there. He's got to sit him down. He's got to say, hey, this isn't going to work, all right? You're a starting QB. This isn't going to work. Bijan Mustard with 176 points. Come on. That's nice. Okay, next we got LaFleur and Njigba and Paris. Can we just give a round of applause for Njigba and Paris name change? That is a contender for number one if he did it early enough. Too bad he didn't do it early enough. I think the only focus he put on this week was on his name because his team didn't show up at all. I don't know if they're still driving. They were all just still driving with his coach up from I don't know where. Were they late to the game? Were they sleeping through their alarms? I don't know what they were doing, but that was trash. That was a trash game from Njigba and Paris. Let me tell you something. Who's champ? Who's chump? Chump of the week. Pittsburgh Steelers? You got lucky. Because in Njigba and Paris, that was a disgrace. Why? You put DeAndre Hopkins in for wide receiver. He gave you 1.8 points. That's awful, okay? That's awful. Right now, you're a disgrace to this league, and I expect more. Chump of the week. I got to make sure I spell this. Your name's great, but here's the thing. I don't want to get in trouble with the YouTube and all the fans out there. So I'd like it if you're not champ. I know you're not going to be champ. I'd like it if you're not chump every week so I don't have to say your name. Because I don't know how many times I'll be able to say your name without screwing it up. And then certain community getting mad at me, okay? Let me just say, that was awful. Okay, the Saints on LaFleur had 22 points, and he needed it. LaFleur, you didn't impress me either, okay? You're in the same thing as Balrog Blitz. Not impressive at all, okay? And let me tell you something. There was a little bit of movement with the waiver wire, okay? And LaFleur was all over the place because I got sources that he's got brown stains in his pants when he's walking through the building, all right? He's scared. He's got to figure it out or he's going to be a laughingstock. Saints 22 points. He needed all of that. Along with the waiver wire, shout out to Laporta Potty for grabbing Isaiah Likely. He's quick. Laporta Potty showing why he's a seasoned vet in this game, okay? That was a quick grab. He grabbed it. He also got a dude. He's got Sam Laporta. He's not really going to start Likely. Is that trade value for him? We'll see. And Njigba and Paris got Judy from Cleveland. So I don't know. That's what I'm saying, dude. I'm like, and he's probably going to start throwing out bogus trades. I don't know. I shouldn't keep just killing this guy. But he's pissing me off. He's got to figure it out. No effort is what I'm hearing. All right. Next we got Laporta Potty and D'Jo Smith. And let me tell you, that was heavy hitters, dude. Laporta Potty had McCaffrey out, okay? Right before the game, they said, hey, McCaffrey can't play. He's got a little calf strain. But you know what? You know what Shanahan said? Shanahan said, oh, it might be a little bit of Achilles. That's not good. That's not good. I don't like that. I don't like it. I think Laporta Potty might be thinking the same thing, but guess what? He seemed unfazed, and he grabbed Mason. Forgot his first name. My apologies, Mason. Guy gave him, 26 points? Also, the Cowboys gave him 28 points. Laporta Potty came to play. He looked good across the board, okay? But let me tell you something. And let me tell you something about our champ of the week, D'Jo Smith. Have a day. okay? You came into that game. That's an opener. That's a season opener against the defending champ. And this guy was one tough cookie. And he showed everybody that he's here to play. That's what I'm saying is we got dudes this year. We got dudes that want to freaking play, okay? D'Jo Smith, welcome to Champ of the Week. Saquon Barkley and Joe Mixon had 34 points and 28 points. He paid a pretty price for Saquon, and it might pay off, dude. I was worried that Jalen Hurts was going to get touches. I think Jalen Hurts was on in Jigbuzz in Paris, and he did not do wonderfully, okay? And I think Saquon's going to get touches, and that's scary, okay? I don't know if anybody's beating that RB room. Shout out to D'Jo Smith, our Champ of the Week. I want to talk about the new thing. It's about the bench dogs, the bench boys. It's about the dudes that did well, sitting on the bench, waiting their turn to get a spot in the starting position, okay? We got J.K. Dobbins on Big Kick Brandon, had 24 points, okay? Big Kick Brandon, we have rumors that he might be starting this week. We don't know yet. He might still be seen. He's like, was that luck? I mean, that's Big Kick Brandon's deal. He's going to figure it out. Again, quiet confidence from that guy. I think he'll figure it out. We got Ramondre Stevenson on Smooth Like Butter, 23 points, pretty good. Jameson Williams, 24 points on Pittsburgh Steelers. Man, did she need that. She needed anything. She had 100 points, dude. She had Rashid Shaheed with like 18 points on the bench. She's got to figure it out. Chris Godwin on Bijan Mustard's team. He didn't need any more points, but man, he dropped 22 points on the bench as well. And then we got Xavier Worthy with 22 points. I'm pretty sure Rashid Rice had a lot of points. I think that's Balrog. Nobody started the Chiefs wide receivers this week. That'll be something to watch, guys. Power rankings. Number 10, Chump in Jigbuzz in Paris. The guy who auto drafts. The guy who knows how to lose games. And let me tell you, I think this guy is going to continue his streak of losing games, okay? Guy's not that good. I expect a lot. Probably going to be upset at this video, but I'm hoping this wakes him up a little bit. Number 9, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers. Sorry about it. That was a big, I think I had Pittsburgh Steelers. I put you at 2/3 Pittsburgh Steelers. Figure it out. Balrog Blitz, you're at 8. You didn't impress me. You moved up a spot. Flock Fleury here at 7. Again, he's pooping everywhere. 6 is Smooth Like Butter. He still had a good showing. He had 142 points. Still lost. Not a great name, but he's at 6. Big Kick Brandon, you're at 5. I know you won. I know you scored well. I want to see a little bit more before I put you a little bit higher. The Lads, you're at 4. I like what the Lads are doing. Bijan Mustard, I know you scored 176 points. I know you were just about to be Champ of the Week. I put you at 3. I mean, you moved up 1. Bijan Mustard, you're at 3, and I only see you going up. Laporta Potty, I put you at 2. I respect you, okay? I still respect what you've done. I'm going to drop you 1, okay? I think that game was just a great game. And D'Jo Smith at number 1. I'm putting you at 1. I have no problem putting you at 1. But here's the problem. I just want to color this. This is probably the commission's ADHD coming in. D'Jo Smith, if I'm going to be saying your name on the top of the leaderboards all the time, it's the same thing as in Jigbuzz in Paris on the bottom and D'Jo Smith on the top. Both names, I'm like, man, Jigbuzz in Paris, I just got to say it correctly. And D'Jo Smith, it just doesn't have a good, but he's number 1. Let's get into week 2 preview, because that's what it's about. Hold on. We're going to write you nice and big. Smith. Champ. I purposely didn't hit it because I didn't want to knock it over. It's not because I'm unathletic. We got week 2 preview. We got LaFlocka Fury versus Bijan Mustard. And if you think LaFlocka Fury's poopins in his pants are going to stop, they're not. They're not, because he's facing a juggernaut, a Bijan, all right? Juggernaut. You remember? It's similar. Dak Prescott, LaFlocka Fury, Bijan Mustard. You know what I mean. Bijan's he's gonna kill him. We got the Lads versus in Jigbuzz in Paris. I think the Lads are gonna take this as kind of a statement game. I'm pretty sure the Lads were on the bottom last year. They ended up losing that toilet bowl playoff. And I think they want to make a statement this week that, hey, we don't play around with these bottom feeders this year. Balrog Blitz versus Laporta Potty. I'm pretty sure the books have Balrog Blitz favored, but not in my book, dude. Not in my book. That's a load of bull. Laporta Potty, I think, is going to win that. I think he's going to say, hey, same thing as the Lads, but even with more kind of gusto. I'm playing with the big dogs. All our biz just live dog. Next, we got Big Kick Brandon, Pittsburgh Feelers. Pittsburgh, I'm not counting them out this season. I think they'll need a little bit more humbling before they kind of get going. I have Big Kick Brandon winning that. If he does it well, that gives him an opportunity to move up, okay? Dejo Smith versus Smooth Like Butter. I have Dejo Smith just wiping the floor, dude. Spreading butter right all over the floor. That's our week 2 preview, ladies and gentlemen. Champ of the week, congrats to Dejo Smith. I need to figure out where to sit still. I could sit like right here and be like, welcome. Maybe I do that. Chump Watch and Jig Buzz in Paris. That's it. Have a good week.